Hi everyone, thanks for listening to the screencast. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I wanted to talk a little bit about my English 089 class. This was a class to help those students who would initially be enrolled in English 011. And so, just to talk about it for a second, it was important to look out for the grade breakdown and the adjustments that were made to the course. So as you can see, in English 089, we still have attendance. We were able to add participation to make it 20%. We still included summary, paraphrase, and critical reading activities. There were early revision activities, research and documented activities. And most of the instructors chose a civic awareness or campus awareness component, and I was able to include a service learning project. And I'll talk about that a little more later. The learning plan was worth 10%, test quizzes and homework worth 20%, and the portfolio was worth 10%. So this service learning component, our course was concentrated on the theme of education, and we had a partnership with a local public school in the first semester and a local private school in the second semester. So these are the activities that the students participated in. Students attended and spoke at an assembly during College Go Week. Students conducted observations and interviews with faculty and staff at the school, and students worked at the school's fall and then spring festival. Students in the first semester decided that they wanted to do something for the students in the local public school, and so they decided to plan a campus-wide fundraiser, and many of you saw my pleas for assistance in the first semester, but students saved money or raised money for an organization called Kids Hope that plays positive adult role models in area schools. What was wonderful about this project is that it allowed for authentic work. Students completed a business letter format to responsible parties to help organize this event. Students revised all written correspondences. I had conferences with them and I looked at rough drafts. And then students met with those responsible parties, and some even spoke at organizations on campus. One of my students was able to speak to the faculty senate. Student feedback, so 8 out of 9 students in surveys deemed their overall opinion of the course as positive. These are some of the quotes that they gave. It taught me that I could be a leader. I learned a lot of English and writing skills that I think will be useful in future classes and for the rest of my life. This class gave me experiences that I would not have had. By doing work for charity, I would recommend this class to anyone who needed to improve their writing skills. Instead of the orthodox required essays, my professor showed us how important real life lessons were. So that was very meaningful and positive. Now there was one negative feedback, and he or she stated, service is a great thing to do. I do it myself. When it comes to an environment where I'm supposed to be learning, I think it's unnecessary. So, understandable. And then we had feedback, likes and dislikes. So the things that the students said that they liked in surveys were small class size, one-on-one time with the instructor, instant instructor feedback, time for revision, lab time, service learning project, writing assignments, and speaking engagements. The dislikes, extra work, 8 a.m. time slot, the testing scores limit. Many students felt that they really shouldn't have been in that class because of the test scores and that they could have done better. And then the service learning project. Again, number 4 was only mentioned once in the survey, so just to reassure you, the students did like it. And changes I made this semester, we decided to volunteer in a private school to get feedback. We read several articles discussing the division between public and private schools, and we thought it would be really useful to have a perspective in a private school. Students from the first semester were able to come back into this semester's class and give them their feedback on their experiences in a public school. I reiterated the importance of each assignment so your students wouldn't feel like it was extra work, so that they would really see the connection in this class with what they were doing in the composition class. We worked on the project early on, focused on the affective issues a lot more. In the beginning, I briefly touched upon them, but Michelle Cummins and her staff in the Student Success Center really helpful to talk about affective issues with students, and I think that helped build a rapport and a relationship of trust between each person in the class and myself as well. We focused on affective issues, because I already said that, and then we provided more composition time in 089 so the students could do revisions with my feedback and take time to work on upcoming essays. And then this was a small picture of the class and the naming challenge. Back to it. In the end, it was a class that I think that I've enjoyed more than any of my classes, and I really love teaching. But if you are about to teach a co-requisite class and have reservations about it, I want to reassure you that it truly is a rewarding and helpful experience for the instructor and for the students. Thank you so much for listening.